Shri Matre Namaha Guru Kataksham Ambalanagraham Paripurnam. Welcome to my channel Shakti Awakening with Vidya Prakash. If you're coming to my channel for the first time, do subscribe. If you have already subscribed, I thank you so much for all the support in the form of likes, shares, and comments. Every week, I come with new videos on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays on various topics related to Shakti Sadhana, which will help you to go deeper into Shakti Sadhana. And if you want to learn about Shakti Awakening and you want to go deeper, I connect free workshop. I have given the link in the description. You can go through, join, and if you resonate, you can continue with me in this journey and go deeper into Shakti Awakening. In this video, I'm going to walk you through a very powerful ritual. Many have this question, which god to worship? Each god have their own, I don't want to use the word bless advantage, but let's say for Lakshmi for money, Shiva for knowledge, moksha to overcome past life, past karmas, Vishnu again for wealth, for knowledge, for moksha as well. So which god to worship? And many have Ishtadevata and they also want to worship some other god. Is it okay to worship multiple gods? So you are going to get clarity in this video because this system has been revived by Jagadguru Adi Shankaracharya. So you can follow this particular process so that you can seek blessing of the divine. The ritual that I am going to walk you through is Panchayatana Puja. Pancha means 5. Ayatana means a space, a sacred space, an altar. So Panchayatana Puja is 5 deity puja is Panchayatana Puja. We have Shanmatas or the six margas, 6 paths. Shaivacha Vaishnavam Shaktam, Shauram Vinayakam Tatha, Skandam cha Bhakti Margasya, Darshanani Shadevahi, which means there is Shaivam, which is worshipping Lord Shiva, Vaishnavam, worshipping Lord Vishnu, Shaktam, worshipping Ambal, Sauram, which is worshipping Lord Surya as the main Bhagavan, Vinayakam, worshipping Lord Ganesha, Skandam, it's also called as Kaumaram, worshipping Lord Muruga. This is about worshipping these deities, these 6 deities. Though it is called as Panchayatana Puja, there are 6 margas. One of the deity is within Shiva and Shakti, so I'll explain to you in detail. To learn the complete process of Panchayatana Puja, watch this video till the end. Panchayatana Puja has been part of our Vedic system for a very long time. But Jagadguru Adi Shankaracharya revived this Panchayatana Puja concept so that the Grahasthas can follow this ritual. And this particular ritual process will help you with actually overall well-being. Every area of your life you will be able to seek the blessing. By performing this Panchayatana Puja, you will be invoking positivity in your environment, and also the person who performs this Panchayatana Puja will be very the life of the person will change. Let us go deeper in understanding about Panchayatana Puja. So there is a hymn that says Adityam Gananatam cha Devim Rudram cha Keshavam Panchadaivatyamityuktam Sarvakarmasu Pujayet, which means these daivams, these deities should be worshipped always as Nitya Puja. So in Panchayatana Puja, we worship Lord Ganapati, Surya, Vishnu, Shiva and Shakti. And the puja is performed, actually a very interesting method of performing this puja is using formless deity. The deity is formless, which means there are the natural occurring stones that has been used for each deity. And if you're not able to get, then yes, you can use Ambal Vigraham, Shiva Linga, Vishnu as a Murti, Surya as a Murti, Ganapati as a Murti also you can use. But the actual Panchayatana Puja is formless. The deity is formless. Let us understand for each deity which naturally occurring stone has been worshipped. The first is Lord Ganapati. It is represented by a stone called Sona Badra. The next is Lord Surya. It is represented by Spatika. This is a unique kind of Spatika which is available from a place called Vallam in Tamil Nadu. And then Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu is represented by Saligramam. This is available from Gandaki River in Nepal. Lord Shiva is represented by Banalingam from Narmada. Shakti is represented by Swarna Mukhi. The name itself is so beautiful. Swarna is gold, Mukhi is the face. This unique stone, it's somewhat silver color stone, and there's a tinge of golden ray on the stone. So that is the reason it is called as Swarna Mukhi. This is a uniquely available stone from Andhra Pradesh. So these are the 5 stones which are used for Panchayatana Puja. Another thing to note, the Banalingam and the Saligramam should not be used by female. So this stones can be worshipped by male. For female, instead of Saligramam, you can use Murti of Vishnu. Instead of Banalingam, you can use Spatikalingam or Lingam made of metal. You can use. So only these two should not be used for worship by female. Clear? So when you are worshipping, other things are fine. So what I would suggest is, for female, you can use for all the deities except Surya. For Surya, you can use Patikam. In Lingam format itself, you can use small Lingam for Surya. For Shiva, you can use the Spatikalingam again or metal Lingam. For Vishnu, the Murti of Vishnu. For Ambal, you can use Meru, Sri Meru or Sri Yantram or Vigraham of Ambal. Ganesha, you can use Vigraham. So this is how you can do if you want to offer your worship. I'll make a separate video of how to perform Panchayatana Puja, Lalitambika Panchayatana Puja in another video. And by the time maybe when you're watching this, maybe that video is released and I'll be giving the link in the description so that you can watch that and learn how to perform this Panchayatana Puja and seek Ambal's Anugraham into your life. And there is another interesting thing in placing the deity, how to place, because there are 5 deities. There is a method of placing the deity as well. Depending upon the mathas that you follow or the marga that you follow, you have to place the main deity at the center, which means I am following Shakti path. So Shakti will be at the center. So it will be called as Shakti or Devi Panchayatana Puja. If I am following Shiva, I'll keep the Shiva at the center and it will be called as Shiva Panchayatana Puja. If I place Vishnu in the center, it is Vishnu Panchayatana Puja. Ganapati or Ganesha at the center, it will be Ganesha Panchayatana Puja. Surya at the center, it will be Surya Panchayatana Puja. Lord Muruga at the center will be Kumara Panchayatana Puja. So if you are someone who have Vishnu as Ishtadevam and you want to invoke Vishnu as the main deity, you can do so. But here I am going to walk you through the Panchayatana Puja as Lalitambika Panchayatana Puja, as I am placing Mata Lalitambika as the main deity, is the Shakti at the center. Yeah, so let us understand how to perform this Lalita Panchayatana Puja. One of the important aspects is, by performing this Panchayatana Puja, you will be worshipping the deity that you want to worship, which is your Ishtadevata. At the same time, you will also be worshipping other deity as well, which will activate every area of your life. It is also a way of Panchabhuta Puja as well, because as per Skanda Purana, every day you have to worship Panchabhutas. And these Panchayatana Puja, these 5 deities, represents each bhuta, which is the element. What are the Panchabhutas? Prithvi, which is the earth, Agni, which is the fire, Jalam, which is the water, Vayu, which is the air, Akasham, which is the space. Now let us understand which deity represents which Panchabhuta. Akashyasya Adipo Vishnuhu, Agneschaiva Maheshwari, Vayo Surya Kshitir Ishaha, Jalvahnasya Ganadipa, which means Akashadipo Vishnu. So Akasha, the space, is represented by Vishnu. Agnischaiva Maheshwari. Agni, the fire, Agni Tattvam, is represented by Mata Ambika. Vayuhu, represented by Aditya. And Kshitir, Ishaha, Kshiti is earth, Prithvi, and it is represented by Shiva. And Jalam is represented by Ganapati. I told you, right? You have to keep the deity which you are worshipping as the main deity at the center. So I will give you the directions of how you have to place the other deities around. I have also given us a representation, the image, so that it becomes easy for you. So here Lalitambika is kept at the center. Now, if you are not having the deities in the form of stone or also Murti, you can also have Sri Meru or Sri Chakram at the center. And Lingam for Shiva, Vishnu, you can have a Murti or Saligraham. So you can, depending upon the things that is available at your place, you can use. Lalitambika is kept at the center, and the other four deities are kept around in four cross directions clockwise. In the southwest, you have to keep Ganapati. In the northwest, you have to keep Surya. In the northeast, you have to keep Vishnu. In the southeast, you have to keep Shiva. And for Muruga, you can keep a veil, Murugan veil, between Shakti and Shiva. You can keep the Murugan veil. So this is how you have to arrange while performing this puja. You can keep this in a box or you can keep it in a stand, so that every day you can perform this puja. Most importantly, once you start performing this puja, you have to continue without break. That is the very important thing in this puja. And when you're traveling also, you can take it along with you, because these stones are very small and you can keep it in a box. And even dry fruit you can offer as naivedyam. Now, if you are someone who cannot take the commitment and you want to do, but the circumstances, the situations, you are not able to do, then what you can do, you can skip the keeping the idol and performing puja. You can just chant mantras of these 5-6 deities and seek their blessing. You can do that. And another thing is Lord Muruga, the veil, it is an option. You can have veil and perform puja as for all the 6 deities, or because Murugan is part of Shakti. So even if you are when you are offering puja to Shakti, Murugan is all automatically activated. So that way it is done, but still you can also have it separately. The process of performing this puja is very simple. Actually, it will take 15-20 minutes. That's it. So what you have to do, early in the morning, wake up early, take bath, wear clean clothes, go to your puja room, and bring the bell, light the lamp, and then you have to open the box. If you have kept it in a box, you have to chant the mantra and open the box. Or if it is in a stand also, it's okay. You have to chant the mantra and start the process of the puja. I have also given a downloadable PDF format below this video, which you can download, use it, and perform the Panchayatana Puja. I'll just walk you through the steps. So the Shodashopachara Puja starts with Avahanam, then Asanam. So Asanam, you can just say Saparivara Lalitambikayai Namaha, Asanam Samarpayami, then Arghyam Samarpayami, then Padyam Samarpayami, then Achamaniyam Samarpayami, and then Madhupargam Samarpayami, and comes Snanam Samarpayami. At that point, you have to perform the Abhishekam. So for Abhishekam, for each deity, perform Abhishekam. Simple water and milk is more than sufficient. During festivals, you can do a elaborate Abhishekam, where you can use curd, honey, sugar, gandham, kumkumam, all those things you can do when you're doing elaborate abhishekam. But daily abhishekam, you can just perform it with water and milk, more than sufficient for each deity. So, offer abhishekam. After abhishekam, just wipe the deity with a dry cloth and then offer vastram and then abharanam and then gandham, kumkumam and then pushpam. Offer pushpamala, keep pushpam for each deity, and then you have to offer the puja. So for each deity, there are 11 namams. For each deity, offer puja, which is archana. You can offer archana with flower if you have, or you can offer it with the akshate, or you can have tulasi, billapatra. With that also, you can offer puja. So whichever you have, with you can perform the archana for each deity. So after puja, dhupam, deepam, naivedyam. Naivedyam, you can offer dry fruits like grapes, dry grapes, cashews, or you can offer cooked rice with dal and uh, ghee. So that also fine. So whichever is possible, or you can also offer a glass of milk as naivedyam. Like you can boil the milk, add a spoon of sugar, a pinch of elaichi powder, and a drop of ghee. Mix it well and then offer that as naivedyam. It's very simple. Offer naivedyam, then show karpuram, so karpur neerajanam, then offer tambulam. Tambulam is betel leaf, betel nut, and banana with coconut. If coconut is not available, even with banana is also sufficient. Offer this, so this becomes Shodashopachara Puja. After Shodashopachara Puja, offer your namaskarams by doing pradakshina. Pradakshina namaskaram samarpayami, you can do that, and that's it. So this is very simple but very, very powerful. When you perform puja to Lord Surya, you will be bestowed with good health. When you perform puja, daily puja to Lord Shiva, your karmic obligations will be done. Every day Abhishekam will remove the sins of your previous janmas. When you perform daily puja to Ambal, you will be bestowed with wealth. When you perform daily puja to Lord Vishnu, you will be bestowed with moksha as well as wealth. If you perform puja to Lord Ganapati, all the obstacles will be removed. So every area of your life is taken care of when you perform this daily puja. When you perform this Lalitambika Panchayatana puja. So do this and seek divine blessing into your life. If you have any doubts, you can ask in the comment section. I'll be happy to help you. Guru Kataksham Ambal Anugraham Paripurnam. Shri Matre Namaha.